Fisherman soup is one of Nigerian delicious soup and it is so easy to make. Do you want to make this soup but you don't have any idea how it is made? Now you want to grab a seat because I'll be showing you how to make this soup step by step in a very easy way. Lovelies, welcome back to the channel. So these are all the ingredients you will need to make this soup. Now I'm going to introduce these ingredients to you one after the other. To make this soup, you will need your fish, your fresh fish, any type you like. You can use catfish, you can use any fish you like. You can use a red sniper, white sniper. This fish is looking like white sniper, but it is not. It is called moonlight fish. So any fresh fish of your choice is acceptable for you to use to make this recipe. Next, you need your snail. This is snail, the big size of the snail, and this is my shrimps, neatly washed. You need this to make this fisherman soup. Fisherman soup is basically anything that a fisherman caught in the sea, so you need this. Next, you need your nziza seed, very important. You need this seed to make your soup tasty, okay, so that it's not going to come out bland. Then next, you're going to need crayfish. This is totally optional. You can decide to use it or you can decide to skip this one since it is dry crayfish, but everything in this soup you need is fresh. So you need your pepper. This is also important to bring out that spice in your food. You don't want to make fisherman soup without pepper. You can use your yellow pepper like I just showed you and red pepper. Anyone that is available to you is acceptable. Next, you will need your periwinkle. This is periwinkle. This is so colorful. I like it in my fisherman soup. Make sure you buy the fresh periwinkle. This is how the fresh one is looking. Don't buy those dull looking ones, okay? Next, you will need a thickener just like this. I'm using cocoyam as my thickener. You can choose to use ofo. So next, you will need your nziza leaf. After you use your nziza seed, you're going to add nziza leaf to it also. So just bring your nziza leaf like this without cutting it in the market. Just buy it like so from the market, okay? You are going to do the cutting at home. Next, you will need your palm oil to give it that pop of color. Next, you need your fresh prawn. Yes, I've already removed the skin from the prawn and this is how it's looking neat, all washed. Then this part, this shaft, we just removed. I'm not going to throw that away yet. You're still going to use it to make this soup come out very tasty, okay? So next, you are going to need your, this is called sea snail. In my area, that is called kweku. Here in the State, that is how we call it, kweku. So it is sea snail, in case you want to buy that. And this is your ungolo. It is also like your periwinkle. It is also a sea snail. All the ingredients are basically seafoods. So to begin, we'll start by blending the fresh pepper, or the fresh pepper we are going to use. We start by blending that. So now you are done blending the peppers. You want to season your fish, your fresh fish, with your pepper. So that's why you start by blending your pepper. So this pattern I'm doing is basically for beginners. If you've not made this soup before, this is going to guide you step by step how to make this soup, and it's going to come out perfectly fine. So this is the yellow pepper we just blended. You want to season your fish with it. This is how I'm pouring it in now, and I'm going to add the seasoning. This is fish seasoning. So you want to do it this way. This is more preferable. Some persons, they like to cook it, but I'm not going to do that. This is going to make everything come out very well because your fish can really cook fast, so it's better you do it this way. So next, you are going to add your salt. After you add your seasoning, your fish seasoning, so after adding your salt, just give everything a good stir like so. This fish, this is one reason why I like this fish, it does not break easily. So even stirring it this way is not going to break. I'm doing that now to make sure all the seasoning penetrates inside to make sure all the seasoning gets inside. So that's why I'm doing that. So next, you want to add your shrimps and your prawns together. So we are going to repeat the same thing we did for the fish for these prawns, season with the yellow pepper, and I'm going to add a little bit of bouillon cube and salt. Be careful when doing this because seafood can be really quick to collect these spices, so be careful with the amount of spices you are adding to it so that it's not going to be too salty. Okay, and now you want to give everything a good mix. So now you want to grab your pot and add your snails to it, add your seasonings and add your onions to this. You want to chop your onions into smaller bits, make sure it is really small, and then add it to your snail. Just do this, season it the way you would season your meat, your protein you use to cook your regular soup. Season it that way. Now you want to add your salt, and I added bouillon cube, just a little of it. Next you want to add your pepper. This is the yellow pepper that is left. That is not enough, so I went on to add this scotch bonnet red pepper and give everything a good mix. This pepper is important for you to use in seasoning your proteins, your seafood, because seafood need lots of pepper. Next, you want to add water to give it that sauce you need to boil your meat or your snails, and take it straight to your stove top and allow this to boil. So at this point, you want to bring out your uziza leaf, then remove it from the stem and wash it very well. I washed this up to 3 times to make sure there's no more sand in it before I went on to cut them, before I went on to slice them. So it's better you do this at home. Do not slice your uziza leaf in the market. It does not take time to cut it. So when you do this by yourself at home, that is when you get all the nutrients and all the taste you need for this particular soup. Okay, so just roll it like this and cut it. It is not hard, it is so simple for you to cut this, and you're going to cut this very tiny, and when you roll before you cut, it's going to come out really tiny. So now to make use of this shaft from these tiger prawns, you want to blend this. Now add it to your blender one after the other, and you are going to blend this till it is very smooth. Now add enough water to this to give you the juice you need and blend. Now after blending, this is what we have. It's so smooth. Now bring out a bowl and place your sieve on it. Make sure the sieve has tiny holes, and pour in what you just blended into it, and do it this way. Make sure all this shaft does not go into the liquid you are straining out from it, because this shaft is not going into our soup. We need just that liquid. Okay, so do it like so to take out enough liquid from it, because the shaft is not going to penetrate since your hole is really small, and this is the liquid we want. Okay, can you see how smooth this is? There is no shaft in it. This gives the soup its own unique taste. Now set that aside and wash your cocoyam you're going to use as your thickener. Do not skip this part. Do not go and put your cocoyam straight into your pot. Make sure you wash it before you do that. Okay, next you want to place this into your pot, add water to it, and take it straight to your stove top. Boil it till it becomes soft and tender. Finally, you want to blend your uziza seed. If you already have a blended one, you can skip this. I'm blending this with the crayfish, and this is how it's looking after blending. Now our snail is fully ready. Now we want to start cooking. Add enough water to this, because this soup needs enough sauce. Okay, it is not a thick soup. Now you want to check on your cocoyam. The cocoyam is not ready. I'm going to cover that and continue cooking my soup. Now you want to add pepper according to what you can tolerate. Okay, next you want to add the juice we just made from the prawns. So now add enough water to this and give everything a good mix. Next you want to add your palm oil to this. Now is the perfect time to add your fish to your soup so that it can boil before the soup is ready, because you did not boil at all initially. So now add everything to it. At this point your fish is fully seasoned. It's not going to taste bland when you're eating it. You see this fish water with the seasonings, do not throw it away, add it to the soup. So now you want to add your uziza seed you just blended. Your uziza seed and your uziza leaves give the soup a great taste, so you don't want to substitute one for the other. Okay, next you want to add water. This soup needs lots of sauce, and our cocoyam is already blended very smooth. Now you want to add it into your soup to serve as thickener. Make sure you don't add too much cocoyam because you don't need your soup to be very thick. This is light soup you can drink even without using any swallow for it. So next you want to add your shrimps and your prawns to this, because our soup is almost ready. Once the thickener dissolves, it is ready. And at this point you do not want to cover your soup since you just add your thickener to it, because if you cover your soup, that means you do not want your thickener to dissolve. It's going to slow down the process. So can you see that the soup have started boiling? The soup is ready. You want to add your ungolo. You do not want to add it earlier so that it does not melt. It's just like your periwinkle. And can you see the consistency? This is the consistency you should be going for. You don't want it to be too running, neither should it be too thick, because this is not a thick soup. But you want to do you. If you want it too thick, it's up to you, but this is just the perfect consistency. Next you want to add your periwinkle. Know that the soup is ready. Now you want to add your uziza leaf. After adding your uziza leaf, is just to bring it down. Okay, if you are still with me up until now, it shows you are deriving value from this video. Please take a moment to hit on that subscribe button if you are not yet subscribed, and give this video a massive thumbs up so that it can get to others who will also find it helpful. Thank you so much. So at this point your soup is ready. You just have to give it a final stir, and this is more like shake, because your fish is inside. You want to be very careful when doing this. So make sure you are using a big pot to prepare this soup, because it contains everything that can break, especially your fish. So you want to use a big pot to make this soup, and when you are adding your crab, it can scatter your fish, so you want to be careful when doing this. Now you want to taste your soup and make sure it suits your taste bud. Okay, you notice I did not add any seasoning to it anymore, because the ones I used initially is enough. So you want to add according to your preference. Okay, so our soup is finally ready. See the consistency, it is giving everything it's supposed to give.
Oh, that's in a
I don't know, money killer.
Oh.
You're enjoying yourself. All the sauce enter inside there. The spice enter away.